Bipolar Oscar never surprises me. Before the fight, he wishing Triple G and Canelo all the best and may have strength and courage to give us a war. And like most fans, he was disappointed. I was a little disappointed because I said in prior videos, I thought Triple G could give us 6 good rounds and then that'd be it for him. But Triple G told you, he straight up told you, I'm not the same fighter that I was at 28. He simply could not get off. But don't get it twisted. Oscar knows if Canelo was still with him, he would still try to make this fight because it's all about the money. Oscar just wants attention. He loves attention. That's why him and Mayweather don't get along, because when it comes to attention, they're the same person. Now, when he makes that comparison, Canelo, Hopkins is an all-time great. Canelo is a future all-time great. But when it comes to exciting fights, Canelo has way more exciting fights than Bernard Hopkins. I got my best sleep on some of Bernard Hopkins' fights. So what I got from De La Hoya when he made that statement was he's just jealous because he's not a part of this. I mean, the whole reason DAZN signed Canelo and then they signed Triple G is they wanted to make that fight to build their subscription base. And it didn't happen with De La Hoya, but the fight happened with Eddie Hearn. So right now, Oscar De La Hoya is acting like an ex-jealous girlfriend that lost his boyfriend to a next-door neighbor who happens to be Eddie Hearn. The golden boy is not that golden. He should concentrate on making the Tank Davis, Ryan Garcia fight, or Magia and Charlo.
Wilder coming back, our American heavyweight coming back on the 15th. Is it hard to come back from a KO loss? It's still
what's hard to come back is you gotta learn how to fucking box before you come back.
Thank you, Ray.
I feel like he can beat Wilder easily, you know, and he won't lose a round against Deontay Wilder. But Wilder does have the ability to you know, I mean, look at the Ortiz against Wilder fight. You know, 2. He lost every round. It was like 8-0 before he got knocked out. And Usyk wouldn't lose a round against Deontay Wilder, but Wilder does carry the power. But let's see how he looks against Elenius.
Eddie Hearn believes Usyk will not lose a round against Wilder. That's if Usyk chooses to box all 12 rounds. And I think Usyk would take rounds off. He'll probably win 10-2, 11-1. But some people believe Usyk will be winning the fight until Wilder lands that right hand. And I've been saying this, and I heard IQ say it earlier. Who has Wilder knocked out that was elite? I will continue to say, and I believe that Wilder's overrated. The Usyk fight will not happen, and if it does happen, I believe Usyk would stop Wilder. You notice Wilder's fans, or Fury fans, when they talk about Wilder, they never talk about his stamina, they never talk about his chin, they never talk about his boxing ability. 3 things that would hurt him against a fighter like Alexander Usyk. Yeah, Alexander Usyk is a small heavyweight, but Wilder is a small heavyweight too. I mean, he's tall, but he weighs, what, 215, 220? And Wilder has a lot of knockouts, and I can't take that away from him. But I'm looking at his resume, and who has he knocked out that was legit? Luis Ortiz has been down by Charles Martin. Andy Ruiz had him down. And Tyson Fury has been knocked down a few times too. And he has admitted he's been knocked down by smaller guys. So I believe this fight will not happen. But if it did happen, I got Usyk all the way, no doubt. And I think it'll be a late stoppage. But Wilder's team is very smart. They won't put him in there with nobody like that. That's why he can do all the talking. Shelly Finkel even admitted that he shut off the AJ talks because he wanted to see how Wilder looks against Elenius, meaning he wants to make sure that Wilder has recovered from those beatdowns he got from Fury. Anyway, leave your thoughts and comments below. JBZ, I'm gone.